Bam, Young Zeek TV, we back, boy. I'm sitting here with Jamaris, Malone, Through the Eyes of a G. My man got his own book out. Hey, man, what inspired you to write this book?
Man, first, man, when I was doing my third little bid, man, in the penitentiary, man, you know, and I really wanted to get my story out there, man. I wanted to get a story out there, man, that people can relate to, right? So when I first started writing the motherfucker, man, you know, and I started going back through it, I say, nigga, you done signed a 100-page confession. You know what I mean? So, man, I never did go read Eric Jerome Dickens and things like that there, Jack Quez or whatever. Man, you know, I was on Donald Goins and shit like that, right? So, I had to get my game up to date, you know what I mean, from what the Donald Goins was to bring it on up to a level where it's in my era, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I started reading these urban novels, these urban fictions. I learned how to format my book. I learned how to put it into better characters. You know, some things you stretch out, some things, you know, you put into the true base, you know what I mean? So, when I finished with the project, man, I was like, man, I'm in love with it, man. I'm in love with it, you know what I mean? That was my baby, man. That was my baby to it, man. So,
okay, we're going to break this book down. What's the moral of the story?
Man, the moral of the story, man, is it starts out in the late 80s, early 90s. If you're really from Dallas, Texas, man, you was born in Dallas, Texas, this thing, you'll know when the Jamaicans first came to Dallas, man, you know? So when the Jamaicans first came to Dallas, they were split it up into fractions, right? But they was all had an alliance with each other in different places in different ways. So this book is basically, man, based on two families who have been bickering with one of each other, you know what I mean? And the father and the son of one family was annihilated by the boys of the other family, right? Didn't know that the father and the son had a daughter and sisters, you know what I mean? So these people end up meeting each other, man, not even knowing that they're arch enemies.
Oh, they met each other with love, or they was against each other?
Now they met each other with love. They met each other with love first. See, they didn't even know that they didn't even know they was opponents. You know what I mean? They didn't even know, man, that they was beefing with each other, man, because the father, Freddie Lee, man, was took out by the boys of the crew of the other side of the family, right? See, the dad name is Foo, man. He didn't even touch the opposition. His sons did the hit. You know what I'm talking about? So when the sons did the hit, you know what I'm talking about, still, Foo, them and the family took credit for it. You know what I'm talking about? But you know, the boys, man, they youngsters, man, they having money, man. So they meet chicks, they going to Redbird Mall, they doing things, they having money. So they run into these chicks, man, they having money too. Not even knowing, man, that shit, that is the opposition the whole time, man. Man, they fucking each other, man, and sending hits on each other at the same time.
Man, I know a lot of us don't like to read, or we ain't got the time to, but we need to start taking time out, reading, being more literacy. But check my man book out. Where can they find this book? Man,
it's on all sorts of folks of Amazon right now. You can also come meet me at my shop, man, at Brew Bazaar, man. I carry them all the time. Where you can step right up, man, and get it, take a picture with the autograph with the author. And, man, we can get it going on, man. So you can say, actually, man, I know that man right there for sure, man. So this is a part of really history, though, because you don't really get too many street niggas, man, out of Dallas, Texas, man, you know, who actually wrote a book. You know what I mean? And not only that, man, this is not a one-hit wonder, man. There's 3 parts to this book. The first one right here is, man, Through the Eyes of a G. Number 2 is called The Regime Blood Money. And number 3 is called A Minute to Pray, A Second to Die, right? But in February, I'm gonna break you boys off again, man. But not one of these right here, man. It's something totally different, man. It's called Poisonous Game. So be looking at for that come out, man, sometime in February, early March. Man, say I got hits out the hits like heat seeking mills for you boys, man.
Yes,
we gonna stick and move with it.
Okay. Who knows? It might be a movie coming. Shout out to my boy Big Steve, man. We're finna start working with these movies, doing web series and all type of stuff. And who knows? We might do a web series, a movie to this. Young Zeek TV, boy, we out.
We out, man. That's that boy Too Real Dolla Bill, man. Y'all look for it, man. Say, man, don't be well, be square, man. Realize, recognize, analyze it. Get it.